A question for you. What time of day does your nutrition fall apart? Because I'll bet it's not the morning. Mornings feel easier. You're fresh, you've got willpower in the tank, breakfast is sorted, maybe you've even prepped something. It's the afternoon. It's 3 p.m., it's 4 p.m. You're knackered. You've got nothing planned and you're stood in the kitchen eating whatever's on the counter because you didn't decide anything in advance. That's not a discipline problem. That's a system problem. And today, I'm going to show you how to fix it for the entire week. Let me tell you something nobody selling you a meal plan wants to admit. Willpower runs out every single day. It's not infinite. You wake up with a tank of it, and by mid-afternoon, you're running on fumes. So if your whole nutrition strategy depends on making good decisions in the moment 15 times a day, you're going to lose. Not because you're weak, because that's how it is for everybody. The people I coach who actually hold on to their results aren't the ones with more willpower. They're the ones who made fewer decisions day to day. Here is what I mean. A normal week looks like this. Every meal is a fresh question. What's for lunch? Dunno, I'll figure it out. What's for dinner? Dunno, what's in the fridge? 3 p.m. hits, 4 p.m. hits. I'm starving, I'll grab a biscuit. That's 15, 20 decisions a day, all made under pressure, all made tired, most of them made badly. Now compare that to a week where you made all those decisions once on a Sunday. You made them calm, fed, not under any pressure. Then you just followed the plan already made. It's the same person, it's the same willpower, it's a completely different week. This is the bit most people get wrong. They think getting their nutrition together means trying harder during the week. It doesn't. It means doing the thinking before the week starts, so the week runs itself on autopilot. Inside my coaching, we run two systems that handle this. I'm not going to give you the full breakdown today, that's what the coaching's for, but I'm going to give you the principle behind each one and a couple of things that you can actually do this week to feel the difference. The first one we call the food engine. It's not a diet, it's the structure underneath the week. The point of it is simple. It's the thing that runs so your willpower doesn't have to. Two things that you can start doing today to build yours. First, lock in your core meals. Don't try and eat something different every day. That's just more decisions. Pick 3 or 4 breakfasts, 3 or 4 lunches, and then 3 or 4 dinners that you actually like, and that then hit your protein targets. Rotate them. That's it. It might include the same breakfast and the same lunch all week. Then you rotate the next week. Variety is overrated when consistency is the thing you're missing. Second, anchor every meal with protein first. Build the meal around the protein, then add the rest. Most people do it backwards. They sort the carbs and the convenient stuff, and then the protein is an afterthought. Flip that around. Protein's the anchor. Everything else fits around it. Do just that, and your hunger, your cravings, and that 4 p.m. crash all start to settle there on their own. If you can include 40 to 50 grams of protein at every single meal, I can promise you, you will feel the difference. The second system is what makes the first one actually happen. We call it the set and forget. This is the food prep side. The food engine is the what, the set and forget is the when and how it gets done. And the name tells you the whole point. You set it up once, then you forget about it. No daily deliberation. Again, 2 things that you can do this week. First is pick your planning slot and make it a non-negotiable. Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning, whatever, it doesn't matter. 15 minutes where you decide the week's meals while you're calm and fed, not hungry, tired, and standing in the kitchen at 4:30. The whole trick is moving the decision to the moment where you're best making it, not at the last fucking minute. Second, prep the one meal that always catches you out. You don't have to batch cook your entire life, just the meal that consistently goes wrong. For most people, it's lunch, or it's that 4 p.m. gap, and handle that in advance. Prep 5 lunches or 1 lunch 5 times, or just have the protein cooked and ready so the 4 p.m. decision is already made for you. Fix the weak point, not the whole week. And look, I know this sounds like meal prep, planning slots, the whole thing. It sounds like effort, but here's the trade. You spend 40 minutes total across the week, so you don't spend the entire week white knuckling and then fucking losing anyway. 40 minutes of thinking once versus 100 bad decisions that are made tired. That's the deal. So if you take one thing from this, take this. Your nutrition doesn't fall apart because you lack discipline. It falls apart because you're asking yourself to make good decisions at exactly the moment you're least able to make them. The fix isn't more effort during the week, it's a bit of structure before it. Lock your core meals, anchor them with protein, pick a planning slot, then prep the meal that catches you out. That's the whole thing starting to turn around. That's how you stop fucking it by 4 p.m. Not by trying harder, by giving yourself less to decide. If that landed and you want these systems built properly around your life, your schedule, your food, that's what I do. There'll be a link below. But even if we never work together, do those 4 things this week. See what a difference it makes when the week's already handled. And I'll see you in the next one.